Why won't you say what's wrong? Why won't anyone believe your story? Why won't you say what's wrong? Why won't anyone believe your
Here with John Varvatos. We're going to talk to him about his Converse line, and this line is just so amazing, John. And the history, as you mentioned, is just so rich, and you're taking it to a whole new level.
It's so much fun. I really, first of all, I think Converse, from a footwear standpoint, is the most iconic brand in the world. It's the one. It's like the Coca-Cola symbol. You see that Converse All-Star, and you know it. I mean, you know what it is. No matter if you're in India or if you're in Asia, wherever you are, you know it.
Your Chuck Taylor All-Star shoe, which has been showing in different variations, it's become a really hot shoe, and then now you've even gone and reinterpreted that.
Yeah, well, that's been great because now it's turned into kind of like a worldwide phenomenon where everybody's knocked it off, and it's it's now selling into the millions of pairs, which is incredible. So the tentacles of the brand has kind of got all over the world, which is I love when I get off the plane and I see people in different places wearing the shoes. It's so exciting for me.
This collection you get to show women's as well. There's a lot of really incredible pieces, like the kind of pieces that you usually end up stealing from your boyfriend's closet.
Yeah, there's a whole kind of sexy tomboy thing, and it is the kind of thing you steal from your boyfriend's closet, mixed with some sexy pieces that are fun, and it's that kind of mix that we kind of like to call the downtown Soho girl, and she's comfortable with mixing things and not having such a uniform and feeling like she just threw it together, but she looks amazing when she threw it together. And just some of the washes, everything feels like you want to sleep in it. It's so soft and so comfy.
We didn't get a chance to talk about Star USA, which really it was so hot on the catwalk. I mean, that whole collection, everybody was still talking about it, the day afterwards. Not only John Varvatos, but the new All-Star collection, and that's really edgy and it's really fun. It's very young, but you've got all these, just amazing pieces that are affordable, and also I think are going to bring you a new, customer that maybe you haven't been able to reach.
Well, we spent a lot of time on both fabric development and wash finishing, and I think in that collection we try to make it what I would describe as imperfectly perfect. So we think a lot about how that guy doesn't necessarily want to look so prim and proper. He wants to look cool, but he wants to have a slight little thing that's a little off, a little imperfectly perfect, and so we put like wires in the edges of the lapels of the garments so that if you want to wrinkle them a little bit in the pocket flaps, if you want to wrinkle things like that.
Well, I noticed a lot of the trousers were also cut a little shorter to give emphasis possibly to the shoes.
Yeah, I mean in that collection I think that guy appreciates a little lower rise, slimmer trouser. Some of the pants have a little flare to them, but for the most part it's a little skinnier. But we don't make them skin tight, and there's still an ease to them. I think I don't think you want to look like you're poured into your pants either.
What are some of the ideas that you wanted to project with the new Spring 2007 collection, the Star USA collection?
That collection is always based on something that we call preppy punk. It's the combination of, kind of an American preppiness mixed with a little punk attitude. That is a fun part of my personality, that's part of my growing up, that I like to kind of, embrace again and kind of inject into that brand.
And the eyewear, I understand you have a new eyewear line?
Yeah, we launched eyewear. It's actually in the stores now. This is our first season. It just came in this summer. And so I work with actually an optometrist, which is really unique for a designer to work also with an optometrist. So not only do we do sunwear, but we also do ophthalmic glasses as well. But the optometrist is really so into how a glass fits the face. Not just does it look cool, but how does it fit the face? So we get both the creative end of it and the technical end of it married together, and that to me is very exciting.
Well, fantastic. It's a pleasure talking to you again. Thank you so much, John.
Talking to you.
Thank you so much for your time.
So good to see you always. Thank you.
Good to see you too. Thank you so much.